Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome back to another episode of Life of Feudal Forest Village. Going to be expanding our new town area up here. It's going alright so far. Not completely sold on how I'm going to set this up, but I have a reasonably good idea, I think, of what I want to do. Not perfect by any stretch, but good enough to work, I think. I guess I'm slightly worried about resources being nearby enough for it to work out. I'm not totally sure how that's gonna go. We'll find out, I guess. In the meantime, we need wood, apparently. I'm sure these guys have enough wood. There's no way we're not. Yeah, there's like five-ish thousand roughly down there. Yeah, that's all of our wood. Okay, logical that it would be there. Okay, that's just okay. For some reason, I read that I was like, building is on fire, and I was like, what? Where is there a building on fire? And then I read it again, and I realized I was an idiot. That's okay. It happens. I'd like to get rid of these, but I worry about up here once I do. I really don't know how I'm going to do that. These are all staffed, right? Yeah. Alright, we might need some more of those. I think I can afford to put more back here. Okay. Let's just line it up, make it as pretty as it's gonna be. Which isn't very, but, you know. Better than nothing. Left 3 spaces? Really? Nope. Screwed that one up. Okay, I just crashed the game. So that's great. Lovely. Apologies for the black screen. So stupid. I was holding shift. I don't know, man. That might be some kind of a special case where it crashes. It's syncing. It'll be done syncing momentarily. Then I'll be able to open the game again. It says it's stuck on. This is taking way too long to sync. Almost there. 21% away. Done. There we go. Load the game. I will cut them some slack on that one as long as it doesn't happen again. So we might be going a little bit back into the last episode here, but we'll see what happens. I don't really pay attention to the autosaves much, so I don't know where this one was. I suppose we're about to find out. Yeah, okay, that was at a reasonable spot. That's not bad. Alright, let's get back to business over here. Let's try not to screw it up repeatedly this time. Yeah, I had that right. Ah, okay, I see how I did it. That's why the gaps are weird. It's fine. Three more gets us to 15, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably put some more up this way. We're at 12, right? trying to find it. I'm blind. Yeah, that'll put it as 15, so I'd like to get 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really what I had in mind. I don't think there's anything I can do to fit... yeah. That'll have to do. If I want to expand, I'll probably just break... The thing is, these are so easy to build and deconstruct that, you know, yeah, it's ugly, yeah, maybe they don't really belong here like this, but it's fine. If we ever expand out, I can just take them down. Shouldn't take much effort. Man, these trees grow back, like, instantly. It's ridiculous. Now we have buildings on fire. Oh, and it wasn't the kilns. It's a modern miracle. I really like this, where you have two towers guarding the entrances. We're not really going to have that over in the new area, but I could kind of put one, like, right on the edge here. That would probably make a lot of sense, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put it right there. I think that's a completely reasonable place to have this, and it'll just kind of guard the corner, because they're all going to have to come sort of through right here. Unless they come from the complete other direction, in which case, well, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. I gotta say, things are going pretty well here. I might even be, like, making hide by doing this. It's unclear so far if I'm, like, actually creating extra hide by making the basic stuff. I have to imagine it's probably not what's happening, but it'd be funny if that was the way it worked. We have officially broken 100,000 potatoes. We are a potato-based country. We'll refrain from making the obvious jokes. How does Russia, like, Ireland is the one that's associated with potatoes more than anything else, but what about Russia? Isn't vodka just potato alcohol? I realize it may not be. I don't actually know. It could be totally... It's not grain, right? No, grain alcohol is something else. I don't drink, so I don't really know much about booze. I just never really had any particular desire to drink, to be totally honest. It never really appealed to me in any way. Just not my kind of thing. Basically what it boiled down to was, I really value my ability to think. My brain is who I am, so my body is mostly just a vessel for me to interact with the world around me, so if your mentality is that, if your mentality is that your brain is who you are and the most important aspect of yourself, then why would you ever do something to compromise its ability to function? You know? Like, I don't want to be dumber. I want to continue to be able to think as clearly as I always have been able to. I don't want to lose that. Even if only temporarily. So, drinking just doesn't make any sense for me. I don't get it. I don't need to get it. Everyone's free to do whatever the hell they want. But I don't get it, personally. And like I said, I don't need to. everyone is entitled to their own, within legal limits, obviously, methods of relaxation. But yeah, I just don't understand wanting to be, I guess, mentally compromised is what I'd call it, but even I don't know if that's really quite what you would say exactly. That's not really what it is so much. But maybe it a little bit, that is what it is. I don't know. I just, bottom line, I don't really understand the appeal of being inebriated. Doesn't make sense to me. Alright, things are running reasonably smoothly here. We still have some stuff that needs to be emptied out, but that's fine. Red goes straight from the one coming out of the ground. Okay, good. So we're actually in perfectly fine shape right now. Oh, crap. You guys should get instantly killed by the towers anyway, so I don't even need to worry about this. They might burn down this. Yeah, they're there. Oh, that's one of the raiders. Okay. Who's over here? No one's in here. Hey, lady. Good shot. I just don't want him to potentially burn down the healer's shop. That was a headshot. That was a hell of a headshot. Hey, I hit you. Where are you going? That was also a headshot, but a little bit in the back of the head, so that was not the best. I find it hilarious there's still a scarecrow here. Kind of want to get rid of that. I don't know why. I guess I forgot to deconstruct it. That's amusing. I don't know, did I build farms going out that far? I have no memory of that. That must have been a long time ago. Alright. Time to get some more pavement going. Did I get the one down here? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Similarly, I also don't understand the appeal of drugs, I guess. Because I don't want to be mentally compromised, like I said. I just want to be me. It's done pretty good things for me so far. Not to be like, oh, I'm so amazing, look at me. That's not what I mean. I just mean that, like, being myself has worked out okay. Got Karen, that's pretty good. I've got a good job. Education maybe didn't go the way that I would have wanted it to, but I've still got a pretty damn good job, I would say. I make more than a lot of college graduates probably do. Whether I have my degree yet or not is not relevant at that point. Though I do want to get it. What is this? Why is there a barn icon there? Are we just like, we're full? Too many things are full, so it's like, oh, you have issues now? I don't know what that means. Maybe we have too many things. We're at, like, the upper limit of things. That'd be funny. I'd be amused if that existed within the game, but I'm sure it probably doesn't. But yeah, drugs don't make sense to me. Oh, that one's bad. Let's get rid of that, please. I wonder if that's like a... Maybe this is a little bit more serious than I'd like to get in this episode, but like, I wonder if there's like a self-loathing component to enjoying drug use. Like, just hate. I'm sure, like, chemically it just makes you feel good. So I understand that it's not just like, oh, I want to be impaired. No, it's chemically there's things that go on, and there's dependence and all kinds of addiction stuff. So I understand it's not that simple, but I wonder if there is a little bit of that, like, I want to be someone else, so I'm gonna change my brain temporarily a little bit. I don't know. I don't get it. Like I said. Let's see. Now, VR, I would go for all day. Or upload my brain into a robot, a la Ghost in the Shell. Hell yeah, let's do it. I would totally pilot like another body, basically. As weird as, like, that, the way I'm saying it makes it sound really weird, but I think that'd be cool, right? Kind of experience things through a different visual, like a different body, basically. Like, maybe I'm a white guy, maybe it'd be good to spend some time, like, walking around as a woman and see how people treat them, and maybe that gives me a better perspective in life on the way people act and the way people are treated. Or as a minority in the US, maybe that would also give me a better perspective on a number of different issues that would be good and culturally important to understand. I think stuff like that is interesting. Or just, you know, being a different person. Kind of maybe want to act like someone else for a little while. I think there's a lot of, like, expansion of understanding, I guess, that could be gained from situations like that, where you kind of have to be someone else. You have to exist in a social role that you maybe aren't used to, you've never experienced, and you're now, you are in that position, just by default, because appearance does dictate a lot of stuff in our world, even if it probably shouldn't. I think it'd be interesting. Maybe by the time we have something like that, maybe appearance has less importance placed on it, and then people don't judge as much by appearance because you don't actually know who you're talking to. Maybe that would be a thing at that point. I think it'd be really interesting culturally to see if that's where things go. No clue if that's how it would work out, but I think it'd be fun to kind of see how humanity culturally evolves at that point. If you can't trust what you're looking at, how does that change things? There are situations like that right now, but not really many. And it's not the same sort of thing, it's still a little bit different. By which I mean, if someone's kind of androgynous looking, I don't think that really changes that much about the way they get treated, except that they get the weird, like, people socially dancing around the subject, not wanting to ask, like, are you male or female? They just kind of try to dance around it and get them to spill the beans without being asked, and I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a different situation if you get to the point where you can put different people's brains in different bodies, in effect. It'd be different. These are the things that I think about. Weird shit. It's fun to daydream about stuff like this and kind of think about how does that change the world? How would that change how people react to each other? How would that change how interpersonal interactions happen? And it's interesting stuff, and, you know, maybe if we're very, very lucky, it'll happen sometime in our lifetime. We can have some sci-fi stuff going on, massive change in how humanity functions and how we think of things. I think it'd be pretty cool to experience that. Probably very turbulent, though. It'd be a lot of chaos. Did people die? No, I just put people to work. Okay, sure. Kind of need more people. Did we had a fair amount of people die off, didn't we? Yeah, we're 13 short. Not counting The fact that several 18 are children. So 18 plus 13 is how many adults we're missing effectively from peak adult population, which you never hit, really. I don't think that's not an expectation that I would have anyway. Probably you'll never actually see that number. We are using like a stupid amount of flax. I'm actually at the point where I need to have 2 farms dedicated to flax full time, which is incredible. Oats are fine. We have no issue there, but the flax is just ridiculous. That's incredible. Where are our clothing? There it is. Okay, so you should also take clothing from... I think we might actually have like an infinite hide supply now, which is absolutely hilarious. That I wish I'd known that before. Even if you were just making basic clothing, you could still use that. You're basically spending flax, which I guess that's why our flax demand is so high. You're spending flax to make hide, kind of. I think that's incredibly funny, and definitely one of the few ways in which trading actually makes sense. That's actually hilarious. I love that. I'm really happy that we found that. It's just such a funny way to do things. Anyway, that is going to do it for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us next one as well. If you did enjoy it, there's always twitch.tv/electronicmoose, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. PST, 9 to 11 p.m. EST. Feel free to come by and check out a stream if you'd like. If not, thanks for watching here on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Take care.